before we even get into this video, I want to share something with you that it might offend some of you. It might cause me to lose some subscribers, and that's okay. But I want you guys to understand that in this trading thing, that it can be difficult sometimes, that it can have moments where it seems like it's very hard. It can be moments where it seems like you are not progressing, and sometimes this can cause us to make trading an idol for our lives. And what I mean by that is it can cause us to start putting trading ahead of everything in our life, but more importantly, it can cause us to put trading ahead of God. And so I want us to make sure that as we continuously learn, as we continuously grow in this space of trading, we are not allowing this thing to take our attention away from the Lord. Okay? Do not allow trading to, I put it this way, trading is here to serve us. We are not here to serve it. All right? There's only one that we serve. Okay? So I believe that, and I'm telling you guys this because I remember whenever I first started trading and how I put so much attention into trading, how trading became a thing that like overtook my thoughts, overtook my mind. I would think about trading all day, and I didn't need to. I was like, during my times of prayer, I would still be thinking about trading. I would be selfish in my prayers. Everything was just about me and what I want to be good in. But I want to just remind you that you are not here to be the servant of this thing, okay? Serve people. Use trading to serve others, all right? Want to be really, really good in trading. Not just to say that you're really good in trading, not just to make money, but use this tool, use your gifts, use your skills to be able to serve others. Okay? So, consistency. Listen, this is a challenge for many of us as traders, is consistency. It can be very difficult simply because consistency doesn't have a measurement, right? Being consistent doesn't have a measurement to it. It's like planting a seed. So I've been in this series talking about the Garden of Eden and also our trading journey. But see, consistency is like planting a seed in a garden, right? Making sure that you are doing the things that you're supposed to do in order for that seed to grow. But see, the fascinating thing is you can go through a whole season of watering it and making sure that the ground is healthy and doing all the things that you should be doing to the ground, tending to the ground such as Adam did. But yet it might take months. It might take a few months for you start to see anything from your consistency. And so as traders, I believe that many of us, once we don't see the fruit of our labor immediately, then we start to back up from it. We start to say, okay, this is not working. This is not it. But look, I want to submit to you that is consistency. That consistency, by you being consistent, that does not mean that everything's just going to go your way when you want it to go your way. Your job is to make sure that you're constantly doing what you're supposed to do and allow the growth to happen over time. Kirby, so what are you saying? What I'm saying is that consistency starts with you, but it ends with strategy. Okay, so I want you guys to like engrave that in your head, that as a trader, consistency starts with you, but it ends with your strategy. So what that means is you, as a person, that great person you are, your consistency in your trading journey starts with your belief system. It starts with you and how disciplined you are. It starts with what's going on up here in your mind. All right. And it ends with your strategy. Your strategy says how good you are in your ability to read the market, to understand the market. Notice what I said, that it starts with you and ends with your strategy. So what that means is it cannot start with you and end with you. It cannot end with your strategy and start with your strategy. It has to start with you in your head, your emotions, and it has to end with your ability to be able to trade the market. The reason I say that it cannot start with strategy is simply because you may have a great strategy. You may have the perfect strategy. Your strategy to you may be everything, and it could be like extremely profitable. But if you are not consistent in your emotion, consistent in your rules, consistent on how you approach the market, you're still not going to see success. Because the days where your strategy may not work for you, it's going to start working against you because you have not allowed yourself to be in check. You have not understood the importance of consistency within your own head. All right. And the reason it cannot just start with you and end with you is because you may be the person that is super disciplined. You stick to your rules. You have no emotions to the market and you just enjoy trading. It's just what you do. But yet you may have a strategy that completely stinks. That's still not going to serve you like in a good way at all. Right. So it is important for us to start with understanding the importance of us managing our minds correctly. We need to approach the market the same every day in our heads, in our emotions, in our whole being of a self. We need to approach the market the same. Not just approach the market the same, but whenever we're in a trade, we need to have the same approach. Whenever we close a trade, we need to have the same consistent approach. So however that emotion is before you trade, I believe there's 3 segments of trading, right? It is in the beginning of trading, in the middle of trading, and whenever you're about to exit a trade. So the beginning of trading, you go through a whole thing of emotions. I guess you can call it pre-market. I don't want to call it pre-market because it's not necessarily that you're trading at pre-market, but it's those emotions that you're having before you actually click that buy or sell button, right? And now we go to a new sequence of emotions once we're actually inside of a trade. Whether, oh my God, should I close here? Should I close now? Oh my God, is it going to go against me? Should I move my stop loss? And so now we're dealing with a whole bunch of emotions while we're actually in a live trade. And then there's emotions whenever you have closed out your trade. Oh, I should have done this better. I should have closed here instead of here. Oh, I could have made more money if I would have just did this. And so our emotions are literally like a wave when it comes to trading. So that is why I stress to you guys so much the importance of having consistency in our thought process. All right. Now we understand that consistency in the thought process makes things so much more better, because whenever we approach the market the same, we know that our rules, our strategies are going to be executed, because it's simply you have now became a trader. Right? What I mean by that is before you even touch the screen, you are a complete trader, right? Because you already have the mentality of a trader. All right. So next up is your strategy. Now, this was a struggle for me in the beginning because I was never consistent in a strategy. I hopped from strategy to strategy. This strategy may work for 3 days, and then the next 2 days it didn't work. I said, forget this. This ain't working for me. And so I never got to see the fruit of certain strategies because I didn't give it time enough to work in my favor. Right? And so I want you guys to understand that the same way that it is important for you to develop a mindset that is consistent as you trade, you have to have a strategy that you are consistent in every time you trade. Be very disciplined on how you trade the market with your strategic, systematic strategy. All right. So look, I said systematic strategy. That is so important, because once you have a strategy that is systematic, you don't have to think about the strategy no more. You just see it, and it's like muscle memory. You just react. Okay. You see your entries. You see your targets. You'll take profits. You see whenever you have to move the stop loss. Why? Because it has now been engraved in you. You have practiced this strategy so much that you've mastered it. And now because you've mastered it, you don't have to think about it no more. But see, you would never get to that point unless you're consistent in a systematic strategy. All right? So again, mindset, but also have a consistency in strategy. Master a strategy, guys. There's hundreds of strategies out there. Hundreds of strategies. Master one and become like, get to a point where it's just easy. That you know your strategy so well that it serves you and it's just easy. Okay? So, guys, I hope you understand that. I hope we got that. Yeah, this is a really quick video today. I just want you guys to understand the importance of having a strategic approach to strategy. All right, but you know what? This is what we're actually gonna do. I thought I was gonna end it there, but I'm actually not gonna end it there. I'm actually gonna get over to my computer and I'm gonna show you from the past 2 days. Today, if you're watching this video today, it is Wednesday. No, I'm sorry, it's not Wednesday. It is Tuesday and December 10th. So I probably won't post a video today. I might post a video today, but it is Tuesday, December 10th, 2024. I'm going to show you my strategy from yesterday, but also today. And I want to show you my consistent approach. So this video is not just about consistency anymore. It's about consistency. And actually, I want to show you my strategy, my approach to the market, how I'm seeing the market. So maybe this will help you, or if you want to use this exact same strategy, you can. All right, so let's do it. Before we get to the video, I have an exciting news that I've been wanting to share with you all. And that is I am having a Signal Room starting January the 1st. All right, now they're in this Signal Room now. There's 2 tiers. You have the basic Gold Zone tier, and then you have the VIP tier. The basic Gold Zone tier, what that is you will be able to receive my Gold Zone setups Monday through Friday on US 30, SPX 500, and also NASDAQ. And these are indices that I'm talking about, right? You will be able to have where I will possibly be entering the market at. But I give you guys that leverage to trade it how you want to trade it. But I want to show you those key levels of gold zones that you don't want to miss, that will actually absolutely change your whole trading experience. Now, for the VIP, we're going to take it up a notch. You're going to actually be with me in a Zoom every morning, Monday through Friday. Of course, it is to your choosing. If you don't feel like getting on that particular day, you don't got to get on. But at 6:45 Eastern Time, AM, you will be able to have access and know my brain as I take trades. So what that looks like is I'll be in the Zoom, you'll be in the Zoom, and at 6:45, we make it all chat. We might talk a little bit. You might can ask different questions. Great. Starting at 7 a.m., that is whenever I start to discuss with you guys what I am doing in the market. So you will get my entries, you'll get my exits, and most importantly, the most important thing is you'll actually be able to learn what I'm doing. Instead of me just sending you out signals to buy here and buy there, you'll actually know what you're doing, why you're doing it, and why I'm thinking the way I'm thinking. For Gold Zone, for just the Gold Zone basic tier, that would be $30 a month. And for the VIP tier, that would be $59.99 a month. So about $60, right? But here's the best part, is if you get it the first week, from January the 1st, and that whole first week, listen, it will be $10 off. So you, instead of it being $59.99, it would actually be $49.99. So listen, and that's forever. Your price will never change. As long as you stay in there, your price never changes, okay? So look, you don't want to miss that. You really don't want to miss that. I am super excited for 2025, as you should be. And yeah, now, finally, let's get into it, all right? As you guys know, I like to start trading at 7 a.m. But in this video, I'm going to start at 6:45, okay? The reason I'm starting at 6:45 is that's when I usually start getting my computer right and just having everything established, right? But I do not take a trade before 7 a.m. But I want you to understand that does not mean that as soon as it touches 7 a.m., I'm jumping in for a trade. No, I'm just seeing my setup at 7 a.m. I may not get into a trade until 7 a.m. maybe 7:30, maybe 8:30, maybe 9:30. I just know that I'm not entering the trade before 7 a.m. Okay? So right now we're going to be focusing on US 30, and this was yesterday, which was Monday, which was the 9th of November. If you're watching this video later on, then you'll know that this is 2024. Okay? So I'm telling you guys that so you can also go in and back test and see for yourself, see what I'm seeing, and so you'll understand like why I'm doing what I'm doing. Okay? So let's jump over to the screen so you guys can actually see everything that you need to see, right? So again, this is US 30, and right now it is 6:30, and I don't know if I was clear, but this is Eastern time, okay? So first thing first, structure the market. Guys, I trade extremely simply, okay? Structure the market is we are in a downtrend, right? So we know overall we are in a downtrend, right? I'm not really, what's the word? I'm not really focused, I guess you can say. I'm not like 100% like, oh, I just care that we're in a downtrend. I really don't care that we're in a downtrend, but it does add some value on when I could be exiting the market, right? But for my entry, I'm not really like worried about what is going on, that the market is in a bullish position. This really helps me to understand where I'm going to exit at though, right? So we are in a downtrend right now. Now, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to zoom in. Guys, I am a day trader, so all I'm focused on is what's happening right now in this moment, right? So what I'm seeing is this right here. I am seeing a channel. Guys, I am looking for the market not in a horizontal way like this. So many of us look at the market in this fashion. We look at it like this. Boom. We look at it like this. Boom. We look at support and resistances in this manner, right? I don't necessarily look at the chart in that way, which is nothing wrong with looking at the charts in that way. I just don't, right? What I'm looking for right now is what is a channel? What is a pattern that I'm seeing in the market? What is taking place? Sometimes we can see a pattern as such, which is really small, right here, which is the closest pattern. But sometimes when we don't see a pattern, when we zoom out, it might be a pattern that's going on that we still create a nice, strong support and resistance line from, or creates a channel from this area, okay? So again, sometimes we don't have nothing right in our face. Sometimes we got to zoom out and see what the market has been creating as far as supports and resistances. But in this instance, we can just focus on what's going on right now. So what am I seeing right now, guys? I am seeing this right here. This is what I'm seeing take place at the moment. Boom. And we're going to put this over here. If it will work. Boom. And this is what I'm seeing. So I'm going to show you guys my gold zone. Look at gold zones as trampoline areas, right? Guys, I trade extremely simple. This is all, like, what you see is what you get, y'all. Like, what you see is what you get, okay? If I can remember where my gold zone is, there we go. So boom. We can create a circle here. These are, okay, price is really respecting this area here. So I know that this is a strong area for us, y'all, because price keeps respecting this area. This is a strong area. This is a strong gold zone. Look at it like a ping pong, right? I don't know if y'all ever played ping pong before, but look at it like this, like boom. Or have y'all ever seen on the screen whenever you have like a saving screen that is like a ball or something that just keeps bouncing from corner to corner to corner to corner of the screen. I don't know if maybe I'm tripping, but it just goes from like it bounces off one corner, and it bounces off another corner, and it bounces off another corner. And it just does it all day long, right? Look at the channels like that whenever I'm talking about the gold zones. That's how I'm seeing the market, as a place of strong support resistances, but in a channel format, not just in a horizontal format, right? So boom, it is 6:45, so I cannot enter a trade yet. But this is a next strong gold zone. As you see, this is a nice gold zone because levels came here, bounce, 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 price came back up here. But because it is not 7 o'clock yet, y'all, I am not entering the market. This is the importance of you sticking to your rules and your strategy. Even whenever you think you see something very clear, it is so important for you just to stay disciplined to your rules, okay? So boom, price came down. In saying that, this would have been a really good entry for a short, right? You see the pattern. This would have been a great entry. This is another gold zone for a price to reverse to the downside that we were looking for right here, right? We could have had a very tight stop loss and we could have exited somewhere down here, right? But again, y'all, we're gonna stick to our disciplinary rules, okay? So boom, price comes down. Well, guess what? This was my entry point. This was another gold zone. Boom. That was another strong gold zone area. Now, I want you guys to understand that whenever my stop loss for US 30 is always 350 pips, or you can just say 35 points or $35. However you want to call it, it's at 35. So wherever your entry is, if I'm going for a long position, it is subtract 35. If I'm going for a short position, it is add 35, okay? But here's the cool thing, y'all. I'm gonna rewind this 1 second. What I'm looking for is once price comes down here and gives us a bounce, I don't care if it's a small bounce or a big bounce. As soon as it gives us a bounce for price to come down and start pushing up to the upside, y'all, I am in there. I am going to start protecting my trade immediately, okay? So boom, once we seen that right there format, y'all, I'm going to have this extremely tight, somewhere maybe like 10. Why do I do that? I do that simply because if the price does go against me, well, guess what? I protect this trade so much that I would not be losing a 1-to-1. And I'm okay losing $10 compared to $35. Well, and I mean it in the stop loss, right? This could be, my $35 could be $1,000. But even if I cut it to 10, well, that might not be that's not gonna be $1,000 more. That might be, let's just say that might be $300, right? Me not losing nearly a 1-to-1, but yet I'm still allowing the price to have fun, to allow the price to do whatever it wants to do. But yet my trade is protected. That's the biggest thing. Being able to play great defense the same way you want to have a great offense is the key, okay? So boom, price pushes up, price come back down, and boom. Now, this right here would have been a great exit point. Once we seen price touch another gold zone, this would have been a great exit point. Maybe you didn't want to exit the full thing, or maybe you did, but that would have been a good exit point. If you would have left some in the market, well then cool. Price continued to ran up, you'd have made some extra cash. You'd have got a really, really good push up right here, and you could have exited, and this could have been a, let's see what that could have been. This could have been a 3-to-1 day for you, right? So a great day for you if you would have just stayed in the market, okay? So that is from yesterday. I also want to share you guys another one from yesterday that was, I'm going to go very quickly on this setup, but very smooth setup for SPX 500. I'm going to rewind back to 7 o'clock. Now, what am I seeing? Now, this looks a little bit different. This looks a little bit more funky, right? But what I'm seeing is, okay, price came down here. Now, we know that this is also a gold zone down here at this level here. Boom, price comes down here, price respects this level here, right? So price comes out, price is up here, boom, price pushes back down. But this is what I see. Before I seen that though, I seen this channel. So what happened was price created a channel right here, y'all. Boom, price created that. So we're seeing these ping pong, ping pong, ping pong, ping pong, and then price breaks out. This is the final defense. This is our safety net. So if you play football, you know that you have to have a safety. Well, anytime you see that we're in an uptrend, the beginning, the foundation of this uptrend is the safety net. Because if we break through here, that means price is reversing and we're going in a downtrend. Same thing on the other side, right? So if we seen price in a downwards channel, well, the top of that would be our safety net, okay? But right here, we're in an uptrend. This is our safety net, okay? So, gold zone, it is now 7 o'clock. So guess what my gold zone is, y'all? I'm hoping that while I'm saying this, y'all are like looking and thinking, okay, where the gold zone to be? It'll be right here, all right? The reason for that is because, again, price breaks out. This is a go zone, go zone, go zone. Price is really respecting this. So what we're looking for is price to come up here, respect this level here, and give us a pushback down. If not, if price just comes up here and pushes past that, it's saying that, okay, we're staying in this upwards trend right now. All right. So boom, what we're looking for is price to push up, boom. And that's what we're looking for. We're looking for that touch here. Now we're going to, as soon as we start seeing price reverse, remember what I said, as soon as you start to see price reverse, we're going to cut some of that loss. Because we know that if price continues to push up to the upside, it's probably going to break and keep pushing up. But we're going to go ahead and protect this some. But we're going to have it super tight. Boom. Now look at it. Now look at price. This is a great entry. Great entry. That price is really respecting that level here. And boom, look at that. Absolutely insane day in the market if you would have took this trade from that simple setup. That's a very simple setup. As you guys see, there is no indicators. There's nothing crazy in the line. We literally have three lines. We have this, which is non and void. We don't even need this. All we needed was this, and we needed this. And we needed the understanding of the structure of the market. That's all we needed, y'all. So now, let's jump over for today. And today is Tuesday. So let's see what price has done today, right? So this morning at 7 a.m., same thing. I want you guys, for one, understand the consistency. Look at the consistency. The same thing we talked about before is the consistency. Trading at those gold zones. Do not get beside yourself or get ahead of yourself and start doing things out of whack. Stay consistent in what you do, all right? So this is actually really good because now you guys can see it from a different perspective. So look, as I seen this morning, I didn't see anything. There was nothing here for me to see a pattern, for me to see anything clear. So what I had to do was I'm going to zoom out and I'm going to say, okay, what is the overall structure of the market? As you see, the overall structure of the market is we're in a downtrend. That's very clear to see, all right? But that's still not giving us nothing. So what I want to do is I'm going to come over here and I'm going to look at what is the gold zone being created out of all this right here, all right? And boom, this is what I am seeing. This is what price is sharing with me. Now, first trade of the day, guys, I lost. I had a stop loss really tight, and I lost the first trade of the day on this particular day, okay? But I'm going to share with you why I lost it, all right? So our go zone is right here. Anytime price comes down here, this is our go zone. This is our go zone level, all right? So boom. Kirby, why is this a go zone? Because price is respecting this area. We got a touch here, we got a touch here, and we got a touches here, right? But price came out, respected this, and pushed back up. But we know that this is such a strong level, that this support is a very strong support. So all we're looking for is just a bounce off of it, right? So boom, price pushing down, give it some time. Look at that, boom. And this, I had the stop loss extremely tight, and I got stumped out. Let me rewind. I gotta actually rewind this some. All right. So actually, that's not just what happened. I actually had this rate off. The rate was off by like a little bit. I think I had like the rate like somewhere up here, and I just had it off, right? And that happens. So I want you guys to understand that whatever strategy you're using, some days you might see the market very clearly, but you wasn't patient enough on setting up. Something as simple as setting up the market the wrong way can mess you up, even though you know exactly what to do. All right. And this is what happened to me. Boom, I got stumped out. Again, I had it tight. And so I realized though quickly, like, oh man, like it's not the setup, it's me, right? So I pulled this down here. I got in for a second trade down here, right? I'm going to delete this. I got in for the correct code zone down here. And I also seen this. I seen this as well. So let me rewind. I got to rewind one more. Boom. So this is what I was seeing this morning. I seen that we had a strong gold zone here, but I also seen that price broke out of this level here. So I want to just simply look for an exit here. Like, I'm looking for a bounce. And here's the crazy thing, y'all. This was not just an exit. This is not only a good exit point, but it's also a good entry point, right? So look, we're going to look for this long position here. Boom. As soon as price comes up here, again, because gold zone, gold zone, gold zone. If price comes up here and respects this, we're going to look for a pushback down, right? So when price pushes up, that's our exit. Literally a beautiful entry, but not only an entry, but a great exit, which was a good exit for me. But you could have did this as well. You could have shorted this if you didn't get into that trade, or you were just taking another trade. You could have shorted this and had really good success as well, right? Look at that. You could have shorted that market. Boom, price came down. You could have exited right where you got your entry at, and look at that. It's absolutely insane. That initial push is absolutely crazy, y'all. Absolutely crazy. But it is really that simple. As you see, again, it is so simple. Find gold zone, find areas where price likes to trampoline. The gold zones play as trampolines. All right. So look, I hope this blessed you. And I will talk to y'all on the next video.